welcome back to Empowered Training and Consultation, the fitness series we are in. Last time we walked through upper body stuff, showed you how to target your chest, your entire back, showed you how to target your biceps, your forearms, your triceps, as well as your shoulders, showed you how to warm up those areas to get them ready for the movement. All right, now we're going to focus on the lower body. Now, I don't know how that got zoomed in. Now we're going to focus on the lower body, and I'm going to show you how to warm up your legs and then move into the movements, basic movements. I'm going to show you how to target your quadriceps, your hamstrings, as well as your glutes, as well as your calves. Okay? First thing that you want to do is warm this up, right? Get it moving, okay? You know, sometimes we do stuff and we'll just we get eager and we just jump in and we don't warm up our bodies for the functions that we're gonna do. So in this case, one of the things that you're gonna do, if you know that you're going to be you're gonna be working your legs, you target your legs. So just nice little easy, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's just getting it ready, okay? Then if you want to hold on to something, let me hold on to something. Okay, you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing ankle rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 outside, 10 inside. Okay, now I want to do the knees. And the reason that I'm focusing on the joints as well is because, you know, a lot of times people have bad knees or they might have some, struggle with some arthritis or something. And what that really is bone rubbing up on bone and stuff. So if we can activate some of the fluid in between the joints and, get it warmed up a little bit, you're less likely to injure those joints and they'll last. So put your knees together, okay? You can do knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Get it ready. Let your body know, okay, we are getting ready to do these movements. All right. So, essentially, with weights, there's only a few things that you can really do. Okay, I'm going to walk you through some of them. I'm going to show you how to target your hamstrings and your glutes with the squat. Because most of the time people squat and they focus on their quadriceps. All right. So you can do this with weights, you can do this without weights. I would suggest that unless you know your way around the gym and you've been working out for some time, start without the weights. Proper mechanics, okay? Proper muscle mechanics, correct muscle mechanics equals proper growth. And you also want to engage in proper movement. So that's part of the mechanics. You want to make sure that you're firing all of the stuff in the right way. So with the squat, you can have I wouldn't have my knees together, okay? So legs about, shoulder width apart, standing up straight, knees not locked out though. You want to slowly come down like you're going to sit onto a chair. And as you come down, you should feel your legs begin to specifically the quadriceps, you should feel them begin to activate, all right? Because I'm going into a concentric motion with my quadriceps, the front part of my legs. Then I'm going to come into an eccentric motion when I'm lengthening it, and the muscle says, oh, thank you so much for taking us back to a natural position. And you say, no, we're not done yet. We're gonna go back down one more time, okay? And as you are moving through these motions, once you take it slow and you allow those muscles to activate, you will notice you don't have to do 85 reps in order to really get good results. Because you're going slow, you are allowing the muscle fibers to really fire. Muscle fibers fire, okay? And then you come back up, all right? And that is how you take the squat and you target the quadriceps, all right? Target the hamstrings, go into a sumo squat, okay? So you're gonna still feel this in your, in your quads, but you get the target. You can see my hamstrings are activated as well, okay? So, activated, all right? You also target the inside of your legs as well with that. Another way to target your quads as well as your hamstrings and your glutes is with the good old lunge, okay? And you can step forward like this, and just remember to go slow, or you can start with a split lunge, okay? You can have your hands up in the air, hands on your hips, hands down. You can also add weights to this, but again, just like with the squats, I would say do this to get the muscle movement into your brain, okay? Get the movement into your brain so that it's almost second nature, so you can do it. Because part of what happens is people add weights to stuff and it starts throwing them off balance because they focus more on the weight than they do the movement, all right? So, I'll show you this way, okay? Split lunge, okay? As I'm lunging, this back leg targets the quad, the front leg targets the hamstring. Then you come back up, all right? So you do that, you can go up to 10, you can go up to 15. But if you're doing it with proper mechanics, you are taking your time through the motion, through the movement, through that. You're moving very meticulously through the concentric and eccentric phases of that movement. Your muscles are gonna fire, you're gonna fatigue faster, which means you don't need to do as many reps. Okay, a lot of the times people get the reps because they're not really engaging the movement. They're not allowing their legs or their body to feel the movement. Their muscles are not feeling it, so they're not firing properly. So it takes a lot more, okay? So if you do this, move through those motions, through those contractions very slowly, eccentric, concentric, concentric, eccentric, you'll almost feel like you're in the isometric, but you're not. You're just moving really slowly, all right? And that will get you your quadriceps as well as your hamstrings and your glutes. Now, good old calf muscle. Good old calf muscle. What do we got? Calf raise. There's a few ways you can do this. Okay, you can just stand straight here. I don't even have any shoes on. It's the beauty of being at my home gym. But if you're gonna work out with no shoes, you definitely want to be more mindful about weights and all of that stuff. So I got my natural stand, and I just go up, nice and slow. Nice and slow, activated it. I don't have any weights, but it still gets the job done, okay? If you want to add some stuff to that, you can stand on an elevated platform. All of those are good things. But as long as you are moving through the concentric and the eccentric motion, you know, you don't gotta go like slow, but you want to go slow enough that your brain and your muscles are recording those movements, so that if you decide you want to go to a gym and get a gym membership, you can go in there with enough basic knowledge to move around the gym, but also not feel like you gotta go and try to, your first time out the gate, you gotta try to grab the 100-pound dumbbell, or you gotta put 250 pounds on the bench press, right, or on a squat rack or whatever. You go in knowing I'm gonna get the best workout, and I'm gonna do it with little equipment, right? And with the less weight possible, because I'm also going to be able to come back the next time, and the next day, and the next trainer day, and the next trainer day, and the trainer day after that, because I haven't injured myself. Okay? Now, the next video, right? So let me recap real quick. Showed you how to do the squats, okay? You can do Y-leg squats as well, and that'll also target the hamstring. You can also play with how you are positioned in terms of where your upper body is. That will also target the hamstring more. You can also do the lunge, okay? Do the traditional lunge or the split lunge, okay? You could do that. That's gonna activate both of them at the same time. Standard calf raise. If you want to add it a little bit more, you can bring your heels together and point your toes outward. Get the job done. That'll target a different part of the calf muscle. Play with elevation, all of those things. Simple things to really get you in the best shape of your life, to start your fitness journey, to restart your fitness journey, or to give you some variety, and as well as understanding about what you are doing so that you can employ it and get in the best shape of your life. Okay? So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to use the bands. Okay? I talked about the bands. I showed you in the video how I use the bands to warm up, specifically the upper body. But now I'm going to show you how to use the bands to get some exercises. So I'll walk you through a total body exercise that you can do, get it done. And this is really what I use when I'm on the road, when I'm traveling. If I'm away from my gym, and I know I'm going to be away from my gym for a couple of days, and I know I want to work out, I'll use these bands, get in shape. But I'll also incorporate some core exercises and talk about the core, the abdominal muscles, and really the purpose of the abdominal muscles. Okay, so I'm going to get you all of that. Make sure you like, subscribe. It's like and subscribing that really gets you on the front end of this stuff, and you get it as soon as I release it. As soon as it's released, you can wake up, boom, oh, Empowered Training and Consultation has another video for me to watch, okay? Specifically in this fitness stuff. As you can see, I'm passionate about it. And maybe in a couple other, and maybe in the next video, I'll talk a little bit more about what got me into it, and some of the certifications and stuff that I have, just so you can understand that I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. And I believe that's important. Establishing credibility and credentials is important. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, or maybe I'll do it in another video. And you know what? Yeah, this is just me being me, right? I'm just talking to y'all. So I'll do it in another video separate from what I'm going to do with the bands and the core. And then I'll probably record it and release it before this. So, or release it after that. I'll release it after that. All right. So, a couple things that's going to come up. Here's the next session of videos. I'm going to talk about the bands. I'm going to talk about the core. I'm going to talk about stretching, myofascial release. Okay, how to do it. What is it worth? What does it mean? I'm going to show you how to incorporate stretching as well as incorporating some self-myofascial release. to really allow the muscles to regenerate, to recover, and to get you back into the gym. That's the goal, to get you back into the gym, keep you on this fitness journey, okay? And then, so you got the bands and the core. I'm gonna talk to you about some of my certifications and you know, all of that stuff. Talk to you a little bit more about my fitness journey itself. And then in the third video, we'll talk about how to do self-myofascial release as well as stretching to make sure that you are recovering. It's important that you do it at least once a week, all right, where you just dedicate a time. You know, what I'm gonna walk you through, if you do it to completion, it'll take about 45 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through that. Well, I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna introduce you to that. And then, who knows, I might record a full-length video in different spaces though, in different phases. So that's that. Like, subscribe, and you'll get all of this stuff. And you'll get me just really raw, unedited, just kind of walking you through this stuff, sharing my passion with you, and take care. See you in the next video.